everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm on my way home. It is getting dark out, so I don't even know if this video is going to fly. I hope to do the video. I hope to get in my car and be on my way home earlier than now, but it's that time of year where we're just busy. Anyway, I want to ask a couple of questions in this video. I understand a lot of people are waiting for their Mavericks. Also, I'm hearing a lot of you guys commentary that you're actually getting your Mavericks, and that's good news because I know a lot of you guys have been waiting a long time for your Mavericks. So it's good news to hear that a lot of you guys, or some of you guys at least, are getting your Mavericks. And if not, I'm hearing a few people saying that they're getting build dates for the beginning of 2023. But here is the question that commentary from Silverado, Toyota Tacoma, whoever has a big truck, even Ford F-150 guys. Now, I've had big trucks before. I had a Lincoln Mark LT pickup. Most people won't even know what that is. Basically a Lincoln F-150, basically what it was. But here is the question that I'm going to pose. And I Googled it. And I'm going to post something up, which is what it printed out or showed. I asked the question, what is your definition of a pickup truck? Because I hear a lot of people all the time chiming in who don't own Mavericks, never driven a Maverick, only have basically possibly seen a Maverick in the wild. So they chime in, that bed is too small, or it's not a pickup, it's a car. I even heard the people on TFL say that it's not a truck. It's a crossover SUV with a bed. So my question is, what actually is a truck? Now for me, having had all of the above, I've had some trucks in my life that were way less of a truck than the Ford Maverick. I had a 1993 Ford Ranger pickup. Bought it, that was when they first changed to the smoother looking body style. Bought that thing hoping that it was going to be a good truck for me, and I actually traded in an 87 Mustang GT for that vehicle because my lifestyle was changing and I had to have something that could haul some stuff. So I actually bought a brand new 93 Ford Ranger, 2.3 liter 4-cylinder, thinking, man, I've sold my Mustang GT, I should get good gas mileage and I will be able to haul some stuff now. None of the things that I bought the truck for materialized. I hauled a few things. I hauled I think some mulch one time. But as far as hauling, it was terrible because that was the most anemic truck I have ever, maybe the most anemic vehicle I have ever had. I used to be afraid to get out on 95 because when I got out on 95, I was afraid I wouldn't be able to pass anybody. It was hard to get over in lanes and stuff because it just had, I don't know what the horsepower was, but that thing was terrible. And you would have thought back then, if it had that little bit of horsepower and it was a 4-cylinder engine, that you would have gotten great gas mileage. And that is not the case. The best gas mileage that I ever got in that little Ford Ranger pickup was highway 19 miles to the gallon. Now, by putting that in perspective, my 87 Mustang GT that I had was knocking down 22, 23, maybe as high as 25 miles per gallon on the highway. So to say that that Ranger pickup was less than impressive would be an understatement. When you look at the definition for a truck, they say it is a vehicle, basically saying that it has a bed and that it can haul stuff in it. Now, you tell me, all right, let's just take the Ford Ranger, for instance. I'm not going to even talk about all these other guys who have these other brands because I'm a Ford guy. Even the Ford Ranger, people don't have any problem with calling a Ford Ranger a pickup truck. Yes, okay, I get it. It can haul more payload than the Ford Maverick. But besides that, I don't see much difference at all. Maybe you could make an argument that the four-wheel drive version is more capable off-road. Okay, but how many people actually use that? I mean, in the capacity that four-wheel drive is so much better than a FX4 Maverick, for instance. And of course, now we're going to have the trimmer coming out. So what can a Ford Ranger do that a Ford Maverick can? Not much. Someone was chiming in and saying, well, I don't see how you had, and they were talking about the video where I had the bed winch, where I was using that to pull stuff in, and they said, what are you going to put in that little bed? It's too small to put anything in. And I did go on the comment, do you realize that I have a 10-foot boat that I put back there all the time? So yeah, the bed in the Ford Maverick is very usable. It's as usable in any truck. Think about it. It's 4.5 feet. The bed in the F-150 is only 5.5 when you have the crew cab. Now, all you guys that have the long bed pickups, hopefully you bought that long bed pickup to work in, because other than that, to drive one of those around just to have a long bed to say you got a pickup truck, I'm not feeling it. It's actually a little too dark, so I'm going to finish this commentary when I get to the house. So let's sum everything up, guys. As far as the Maverick goes, F-150s, and all of those beasts that dwell on this earth that we call trucks, your truck is whatever you want it to be. If you want to call your Maverick a pickup truck, then so be it. If there are folks who don't want to call their Maverick a truck, then that's okay too. But in all of that being said, get what's right for you. The majority of you guys out here, and that's the reason why the Mavericks are so popular and that they're already sold out for all of next year, is the fact that the average guy needs a Maverick more than they need a long F-150 that gets a maximum gas mileage with a 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine is 26 on the highway. In these times when gas is up and down, the Maverick is the right vehicle for a lot of people, including myself. I've even noticed that some of the local companies, delivery companies, and also maintenance companies are using Ford Mavericks when they can get them. And of course, they're buying up all the base model Mavericks because they make a great utility vehicle. You think about that. For the guy who does home improvement repairs and things like that, is the ideal size. You can still put a 4x8 sheet of plywood or sheetrock in the back of the bed and get the job done. So for me and a lot of other people right now whose lifestyles have changed from what we used to do, the Maverick is ideal. What about the Maverick? I know we're going through some troubling and tiresome and challenging times right now, and I haven't even noticed that of course you can't get the Velocity Blue anymore. There are a number of things that they may say will probably make your order slower, but I am seeing a lot of people who are starting to get their Mavericks, and I have yet to hear the guy who says, "Oh, I'm disappointed, it's not everything that I thought it would be." Now, if you're buying a Maverick to haul, I don't know, even firewood is good for that too. I mean, you can put a lot of wood back there. Thank you, Ryan, for showing them how it's done for the average guy. Now, if you're hauling wood for a living or a company, then yeah, that might be your company truck that you drive out to the site to see what the guys are doing. But for all intents and purposes, the Maverick is a great vehicle. Even with the couple of recalls that we have had, I'm still impressed. I'm happy with mine. Generally, and you know, I put mine in eco mode a lot of time, but sometimes I just don't even care because I drive 7 miles to work, and I'm turning that. I promise you, in an upcoming video, probably into next year, you're going to see me put one of those start stop kill on it. I'm done with the start stop. I'm tired of hitting that stinking button. I'm tired of taking my foot up off the gas to make that thing start again, because I just don't like that. One of the things that I thought that I would not be able to get used to, I have gotten used to in a very good way. All of you guys who have either had a gear selector up and back, or even on the column, that find that knob annoying. It does take some getting used to, but now that I've been driving my Maverick for a little more than a year now, I took delivery of my Maverick last November 6th, and it is almost Christmas time. That knob, I've gotten it down to an art now. When I'm backing in, I pull up, you flick that knob and then you flick it back the other way, and it is really convenient once you get used to it. But, our old habits are hard to break, and for all of us who have done gear selecting up and back for years and years and years and years, it does take some getting used to. Now, for you youngsters who are just beginning to drive, you're going to do that, and you probably wonder why we ever had it the other way. So, yeah, that being said, all things are good. Christmas is right around the corner, and I hope you all are getting your shopping done. I have some Christmas shopping to do yet, but in the workplace where I work at, it it leaves a little time to get those things done. Thank God for Amazon, because I do get on there and click and get it done, and they get it to me. So that works for me. Maybe not for everybody. Some people like to still go out and fight people for parking spaces and crowd into stores and malls when they say something is on sale. I'm not that guy. I promise you I'm not. So I just want to wish you all a happy holiday season, and may God bless you in this season that we celebrate Christmas. There'll be probably a few more, not as many videos coming out before Christmas. We're going to get some things in, and I promise you, if you hang in there, as we get to the first of the year, you're going to see some things that we're working on in the background to make the Maverick more user-friendly. And for guys who are about my age, those who are 50 and over, yeah, we make the Maverick as convenient and user-friendly as we can, because as you get older, and all of you young guys that are looking at this say, oh, I'll never, I said that same thing. And now I'm at that place where I feel like, you know what, I need to make something a little easier. I don't want to admit that, but it's just true. So we make it as easy as we can to do the things that we have to do. And I thank God that one day he impressed me with the idea of buying the Maverick. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. So you all keep on tuning in. We'll have more Maverick content coming. We got a lot of things in the works for next year. A Maverick meetup at a real venue. We've been meeting at the park over here on Dixon Street in Fredericksburg. Next year we are planning to have it at a big venue that you guys will not want to miss, and that will be coming up sometime in the spring. The details are yet to be worked out. The Fairlane is up for sale. Anybody that chimes in and looks in on these videos and hasn't seen any Fairlane content in a while, the reason is because the Fairlane is up for sale. I've had a few offers, not what I'm looking for. If I do not get what I am asking for the Fairlane, I will keep the Fairlane, and we'll continue on that journey as well. So keep tuning in, you guys. That there's a few of you out there that want to see some content on the Fairlane. If we do keep the Fairlane, we will be doing more content. But if we don't, there's yet something else to tune in for, and we'll have to see. We'll fry that fish after we catch it. So You all, I thank you all for continuing to tune in. We are closing in on 3,300 subscribers, and that may not be a lot to some YouTubers out there, but that's a lot to me because that tells me that there are at least 3,250 people who like and subscribe, and I will ask you guys to continue to do so. And I want to hear your commentary on this video. Is the Ford Maverick a truck? And you tell me why. Or if you don't think it is a truck, you tell me why. Because I want to hear all you guys. I want to hear the guys that naysayers, the ones who don't have a Maverick. I want to hear from all you guys. So remember to like and subscribe and comment, and we'll see you on the next one.